awards of the 800 free relay. Staging area for the awards will be over by the athletic training area. Thank you.
There's an electric plug down here, is there?
Oh, you mean the plug? Oh, wait.
Can you hear me?
this is your last reminder, participants in the 800 free relay. If you are receiving awards, please report to the north end of the pool. That's by the large record board. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to night 2 of the MIAA Championsips here at the Holland Aquatic Center. Among those teams present are Albion College, coached by Rob Brownell, Alma College, coached by Chris Hamstra, Calvin University, coached by Dan Gelderly, Holt College, coached by Jake Tabor, Kalamazoo College, coached by Logan LeBurd, and the University of Holland, coached by Eric Richardson. Again, just as we did last night, we'd like to honor and thank our veterans. So would you please remain seated, crowd, but if there are any veterans, would you please stand so we can honor and thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are willing and able, would you please rise to the playing of this evening's national anthem. Award recipients for the 800 free relay, please report to the north side of the building. In fifth place in the men's 800-yard freestyle relay, Olivet, the team of Landon Morgan, Trey Gabrielson, Dylan Lonnie, and Seth Katie.
Welcome to session 3 of the 2024 MIAA Championships. We have getting set up here still, but we're ready to go for another great session as the energy in the building is amped up for finals. We're going to kick off the day with some C relays.
In third place from Kalamazoo,
They're handing out some 8 free relay awards from last night. Men up on the podium first.
In second place, from Hope College, the team of Ben Patton, Henry Booker, Bailey Smith, and Connor Helder.
Ted and I were not here this morning for the prelim session, but Ian and Ian did a great job, and a lot of really good swims this morning. A couple new MIAA records on the women's side set during prelims. Greta Gidley in the 2IM broke her own 2IM record that she set last year. Was a 2:01.25. She went 2:00.9 this morning. And Hannah Favman also breaking her own record, set 2 years ago at 23:05 with the prelim swim this morning, 23:04. So just nipping that record by 1/100th of a second. Both of those solidly under the 2023 invite time. We would expect those to certainly get to NCs coming up in a few weeks.
And maybe place.
Hannah's 23:04. Obviously a lot of conference meets going on right now, a lot of rested and suited swims going on right now, but looking at Swim Cloud, it currently sits as the second best time in Division III.
Results from the women's 800-yard freestyle relay. In sixth place, from Albion, the team of Olivia Perfilli, Alexis Laser, Kayla Chino, and Britt Kavanaugh.
Women's 800 free relays head to the podiums to get their awards from last night. Calvin will be on the top step for both of those relays. Men received their medals, and now the women heading to the top of the podium.
In third place, from Alma, the team of Megan Neely, Nikki Boyson, Sophia Floros, and Grace Ludeman. In second place, from Hope, the team of Greta Gidley, Sarah Krause, Ashley Swinwood, and Laurel Wiseman. And your champion of the women's 800.
That was quite a battle last night between those two.
Yes, it was.
At the end of the meet.
Yeah, those were some fun 800 free relays to get the meet started on both the men's and women's side.
Dream scenario for the Calvin women, opening up with a win when they were definite underdogs, and definitely put the chip on the Hope women there.
Is that a new flag for the women, HWS?
Yes, they made that a couple years ago. It looks a lot like the HMS flag, but yeah, it's a good thing that both teams have a little bit of a tradition there.
You bet, I like it. The Knights with their, I don't know what you call that, the sword, I guess.
Sword, yeah.
Their Knight sword.
So Coach Tabor's mom actually made that flag just as she made the HMS flag from 40 years ago.
Yeah, nice. And our night in the pool gets started with some C, D, and E relays. Tonight we have the benefit of having the overlays of the lanes. That should give you a pretty good idea who's swimming where. I believe we'll also get splits and all the good things. Final times on there as well. Pretty solid lead outs there for the C and D relays.
Senior Braden File and sophomore Zach Logan going at it in the middle two lanes. And then Max Reed, the freshman from Hope, putting together a good swim on the outside of lane 6.
20.6 there out of lane number 4. We've got a 20.6 on the C relay. That bodes well for the B.
Braden's one of those guys that can throw it down when he needs to, and he's been looking good all year.
20.9.
Sorry, that was Joel there with the 20.6. Joel Cummins.
.200 free relays, fun to get started here. 124.3 out of Hope C. Looks like we have a pad malfunction there, maybe in lane number 6. Hope's D did not register a touch. Now we come to heat number 2. Heat 2 is a scoring heat. B relays do score. They cannot score in front of the A relays for many of the schools, but they do score. 9th place, I believe, is 18 points.
Yes.
14 for 10th place, on down by 2 from there. Relay points worth double what individual points are worth.
Except for the B relays, but yeah, A relays are worth double, B relays are worth the same. So
okay.
Nonetheless, you're getting 3 times the amount of points in just this event.
Yep. Calvin's B jumps out there, 20.88.
Got a quick split from him. There's Josh Scheidelman going against Alex Fisher. KZU and Albion also in a tight battle on the outside lanes.
Hope reeled back a little bit there in the second leg.
Connor East just started swimming the freestyle here, so he got on the relay and started to put something together. It's good to see someone senior year switching up their events a little bit.
It's an aggressive takeoff there from the anchor in lane number 4. Looks like Calvin's going to come home with this one.
Yeah, the relay of Seidelman, Martinson, Kaluga, and Winley came in first with a 123.44. It's flying for a B relay.
That is quick.
Right now, Calvin is 5th in the nation in the 2 free relay at a 133.26 seed time. Hope is 20th with a 135.1. Expect to see both of those times drop here and move up the rankings in a few minutes.
We'll have the march out for the finals heat.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your championship final of the men's 200-yard freestyle relay.
Always fun to see what songs are picked for the walkout. Last time MIAA's was here, we had a wall about 3 feet behind the blocks.
I was just going to say, they're coming from a whole different area of the pool.
That was a very different feel back in 2022.
Yeah, so I don't know if you can see it on camera, but behind the blocks, there's a new pool there that they're walking out from behind. Noticeable on the Calvin relay here, no David Bajwa, who's the first seed in the 50. Wonder if Hope might have a better chance here that he's not swimming in it.
Yeah, he was on their 8 free relay last night.
He was on their 8 free relay, and they're kind of gambling that they can win this without him.
Yeah, not a normal thing to take the best sprinter in the meet and not have him swim the 2 free.
Yeah. There's Ben Catton there in lane 5. Hope's best sprinter. He's going to try to get them out to an early lead against Calvin.
.1 certainly helps.
Yeah. He's going to have another one of those later tonight. Christian hooks him on the water for Hope. And Forrest Peterson just ran him down. What a quick split. That was very, very quick.
19.8 there on that split. High tempo swim.
But then another great underwater from Colin Kalkman, as this is turning out to be a race. Freshman Graham Eisman against senior Corey Campbell for Calvin, as this is going to come down to the wire. Aggressive start from Graham. Let's see if he can hang on against the talented Corey Campbell with the experience.
Dead even at the wall.
Graham with the early breakout. Corey Campbell with the long underwater. It's coming down to the finish.
Down to the
We're at a tight one.
Hope
takes it down. 120.95, and that might be the upset of the meet so far that Hope needs.
That is a big swim.
Wow. I wonder if Jake Tabor knew that Calvin might gamble, thinking they had that relay locked up.
That was a great race start to finish.
Certainly might shake some things up later in the meet.
Both those relays also under the 2023 invite time.
Calvin with an ad from their time earlier in the season of 120.6.
C&D relays from the women now in the water. Times from Hope and Calvin put them right about top 6 or 7 in the country. Of course, there's also lots of other
Meets to happen, yeah.
meets that are going on right now this weekend and to come yet. Those numbers can certainly shift, but
I think I had that wrong. I think I read off the women's times.
Gotcha.
For the race, so.
Yeah, they've got Calvin at 120.62, so they were...
They're at 7th, yes.
Yep.
Not 5th. And Hope was even further down in the 30s.
Yeah, 37th was... Hope took just over 2 seconds off from their seed time there.
It's quite the race. I Hope really sold out for that one. Colin Kalkman usually doesn't swim that race the last few years, so we'll have to see what Jake Tabor puts together for the next few relays, but certainly paid off.
Catton was on the 8 free.
Mm-hmm. And the 2 free.
And the
so
2
they can
free.
only use him one more time.
Yep.
As the Hope C-lay takes it down, and the Calvin C and D had quite the battle there at the end.
Winning heat in lane 5 at a time of 1:37.11 from Hope, the team of Grace Wesley, Lily Ryan.
23.8 coming in for Hope. Quick time from Tesson.
Final of the women's 200-yard freestyle relay. Mr. Starter.
First heat of scoring relays for the women here. Tend to see a lot of different styles, some longer kick out, some getting up on top of the water as quick as they can.
It is interesting in the 50. A lot of people prioritize the underwater, but some people know that it's their weakness.
Yep.
To try to get right up on top of it.
If you're not carrying that speed underwater, you've got to get up top because you can't afford to give up any of that underwater speed.
Case in point, Corey Campbell and Graham Eisman at the end of that, that 2 free relay there.
Generally going to see pretty high tempo and lots of legs.
Good swim out of Ava Williams in lane 2 from Kazoo. Brought it close between Hope and Calvin.
Pretty solid 23-7 lead out there for Hope on the B relay.
Bella Turner that was.
Bella Turner. It makes for some really tough decisions for your coaches when you have so much depth.
Yeah.
Especially in a 50 free where the separation is probably
so much smaller.
Yeah, a lot smaller.
Get that kick tempo from the anchor for Calvin, Elise Bajwa.
K College hanging on to third up there in lane number 2. Albion trying to run him down in lane number 3.
And Alma in lane 6 there, finishing strong. The Hope's going to take this one down, 136-13. Calvin close behind, 137-25.
Hope had a 23-point lead out and a 23-7 anchor. That's some pretty solid swimming on
both of them.
Relay.
Anything in the 23s is quick.
You bet.
136-13 from Hope, the team of Bella Turner, Paige Cotter.
Just today, though, 19.95 out of a, was it ACC relay?
Last night? Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That
this is
was
the championship final of the women's 200
pretty crazy.
yard freestyle.
1995 from a young lady out of University of Virginia.
So get ready here for the A final, the 2 free relay on the women's side. Must be so fun for the kids. They get to take out the sign there. The whole crowd cheering for them.
You bet.
It is fascinating how similar these meets are on opposite sides, for Calvin being the underdog on the girls' side and Hope being underdog on the guys' side. How both coaches have to think of both sides of it. Albion, Sage Gettings, senior leading off their relay. Storied career at Albion, Isabella Gable, and then Lauren Ryle for Hope. 3 of them going at it.
23-5 thrown down there by Lauren Ryle.
It's odd that you see a sprinter who's also a breaststroker, a sprint free and breaststroke.
Yeah, Lauren probably swims with some of the slowest tempo you're going to see out of a pretty elite sprinter.
Yeah.
Hope hanging on to a lead, 23-2 leg there, 23-4 for Calvin.
Delaney Westlock with a quick second 50 for Hope.
certainly Hope and Calvin out front. Albion's trying to make a charge. Kazoo out there in lane 2.
At Calvin's third 50, Emma Merkel looks quick as well.
Ooh, that was a really fast pickup there in lane 5.
Yes, Sarah Krause certainly pushed the limits there. Oh boy,
Gotta finish.
she does have to finish. Sydney Sunday in lane 4 for Calvin. Wow, that got a lot closer.
22.55 anchor.
Wow. And
Throw it
22.79
down.
from Albion. Hannah Backman.
.133.26 is also, I believe, a new MIAA record.
Lane 5 and a new championship meet time record of 1:33.26. And lane 5 from Hope, the team of Lauren Ryan, Delaney Wexler, Laurel Wozniak, and Sarah Krause.
Calvin was also under the old record. 133.58 was the old record. Calvin going 133.57.
Men from the
Hope
200-yard
133.26.
freestyle relay, please report
That
for
is a
award.
good way to start a night.
Yeah. And Sarah Krause with a feverishly fast 23.2. Looked like she was getting,
She was getting eaten up.
yeah.
That was crazy.
22.5 is really quick. Faster than I ever swam it.
Championship final result from the men's 200-yard freestyle relay.
That anchor pickup for Hope made me nervous.
Definitely. She might have needed it though.
She might have needed it. I will be interested to go back and watch that later tonight.
Yeah.
In 5th place from Alma, the team of Matt Aragoni, Andrew Barrett.
So we're getting into a little bit more of the championship flow. We'll be doing awards immediately following the women's event for the men and the women. So right now we're handing out the 200 free relay award for the men's 200 free relay awards, and then we will follow that up with the women's 200 free relay awards, and then into the 500 frees. So that 133.26 actually from Hope actually ties Calvin's seat time of 133.26. So
Man,
tied for 5th right now in D3. Calvin about 3/10 behind today, but their 133.26 was back from their own invite back into November.
The team of Ben Craddock, Christian Hexman, Colin Hoffman, and Greg Johnson.
so they just announced the men's 2 free relay. It's not updated on Meet Mobile, so.
Please report for awards.
Oh, now it is.
Of the 200-yard freestyle relay, please report for awards.
Do you have those relay names there by chance?
Right here.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
So
Results from the women's 200-yard freestyle relay.
Meet Mobile just confuses these things too much.
In 6th place from Olivet, the team of Maya Kuhnen, Sophia Spar, Kelsey Lawson, and Aaron Sanders. In 5th place from Kalamazoo, the team of Annie Schnell, Olivia Bagwell, Lily May, and Jackie Stoddard. In 4th place from Alma, the team of Megan Neely, Lainey Boysonet, Sophia Flores, and Grace Rudema. In 3rd place from Albion, the team of Sage Jennings, Brandon Kavanaugh, Maddie Smith, and Hannah Backman. In 2nd place from Calvin, the team of Isabella Gable, Megan Benjamin, Anna Merkel, and Sydney Sunday. And your champion of the women's 200-yard freestyle relay in time of 1:33.26, From Hope College, the team of Lauren Ryle, Delaney Wexler, Laurel Weisman, and Sarah Flowers.
200 free relays on the women's side getting their awards. So 2023 invite time to NCs was 1:34.86. Those 1:33s certainly look to be pretty safe getting in, especially since right now they're both sitting top 5-ish in the country. So
yeah, Hope and Calvin are going to get to have quite a lineup, at least on the women's side of nationals this year.
yeah,
They're going to get to go at it again in a month or so.
there was talking with Coach Gelderloos and Coach Tabor before the meet. Neither had a whole bunch of invited times yet, so they were ready to go for this weekend. Try to get some more tickets to the big dance.
Yes.
Now we're on to the B final of the men's 500 free. Try to go through and give you a little glimpse at the team battle here. Hope and Calvin each have one swimmer in this B final. When we get to the A final, Hope will have 5 men up and Calvin will have 3. The A final is all Hope Calvin.
It's crazy. Yeah, some would say this is kind of a dual meet between Hope and Calvin, but Kalamazoo men's team had one of the best sessions this morning that I've ever seen.
They have Coach Hamster back.
Yep, they overperformed and really showed up this year. So
yeah, good to have Coach Hamster back in the MIAA after being gone for a bit. Provide some stability there at K College.
Eli Mole, top seed in this heat from Alma, was a 4:46.2 this morning. Taking it out slow, hoping to reel him in here at the end. And then always keep your eye on lane 3 and lane 6 from Hope and Calvin battling out. Each point counts. So if one of them can take home the extra point for winning this heat, again it goes 9-7. 6-5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for the consolation finals.
Every time you flip places with someone from the other team, you don't just go up one, they go down one.
Yep, so it's a 2-point swing, and if you win it, it's a 3-point swing.
You bet. Getting ready to roll through the 200. We've got K College and Calvin out front.
Yeah, Jack Kaluga and Zach Butters looking strong.
Eli's hanging right with him from Alma, 28-7, matching splits there. Riley's fallen off just a little bit, 29-1 there. If you're going 446 range, you want to try to keep everything 29 low at the highest split there.
So yeah, so those 3 are taking it out pretty quick. Wonder if some of them are going to hold on and some of them are going to die, or if they're all going to throw down some really quick times.
Yep.
Riley LeGrand, 29.5, probably not what he's looking for.
So keep an eye on there. Crone Willis in lane number 2 as well. If he can find a way to reel in Riley, that puts one more swimmer between Calvin and Hope.
Yes.
Eli looks like he's making a little bit of a charge here. Zach and Jack fell off just a little bit. Getting to the 29.3, 29.5, and Eli holding 28s.
Jack's stroke is beautiful. Definitely the most efficient in this heat. So looking like Eli's has to try harder to go the same speed.
Absolutely.
But it seems to be working well for him. As he passes Jack here at the 250 mark. I believe.
Eli creeping up into the 29s now as well. But the three only separated by less than 3/4 of a second.
Jack Kaluga, PR of 4:48, something to look for. That was this morning. As well as Evan Steele, Justin Beckrow, Avery Jones, all going PRs this morning.
75 yards left for the leaders. Jack's trying to battle back there in lane number 3 a bit. Eli fighting as well. Zach keeping it nice and long. Doesn't look like he's too stressed there. Into the bell lap, 28-9. The lone 28 split there.
Zach with quite the swim. .441.0 is his best swim ever. Doesn't look like he's going to hit that, but it's certainly going to be a good time for him.
You bet. Solid 443 there.
And Eli Moe with a PR for himself, 444.93. Beats the 445 that he won at the Carthage Classic this year.
Jack and Riley both hold position. Jack third in that B final, Riley fourth in the B final. Just 1 point separating those two places.
Jack Kaluga again dropped 2 seconds from prelims, so that's another PR for him.
Very nice. Certainly finals are about racing, but it also feels really good to come back at night and go faster, especially if you drop a PR.
Yeah. I found though if you focus on racing, the times are usually going to follow. It's hard to get those times to go with you if you're focusing on them.
You bet.
These guys are focused on the guys next to them, and it's paying off for them.
Especially in a competitive league.
Yeah.
Don't get to take any swims off. Final of the 500 free coming out. The slow walk from the lane 5 swimmer there.
Josh Settleman.
Always a good tactic and a walkout. Just take your time a little bit. Let everybody behind you chill out.
And maybe get under their skin a little bit. Yeah, Josh Settleman has a tough task here, surrounded by a sea of orange caps. But he does have a buddy, Ryan Halberg, who in fact is brothers with Connor Halberg in lane 2 and lane 7 there. It's going to be quite the swim.
The house divided there a little bit.
Yeah. It's going to be quite the race here for the men's 500. Everybody has a time PR under 440, or right at it. But Bailey Smith is the lone swimmer in this race who's been 429 before in his life.
I feel we might see something from Bailey here.
I'm thinking that this is a great time for him to pop one off, send it home on his 5th year with a walk-off victory.
You never know what a swimmer goes through over the course of a season, especially with illness, injury, all the things, and it's sometimes you hit a perfect swim at some point in your career. You're chasing that ever since, but would certainly wish that for him today, if at all possible.
Labor and surgery between freshman and sophomore year of college, and he knew he was taking this 5th year since then. So with the disappointment of losing leagues last year and all that, he knew he was coming back and ready to go for this leagues, and certainly ready to put on a show here tonight.
Well, if you look in the middle of the pool, 5 swimmers all right there together, all bunched up, and the 3 that are behind them are not behind by much.
No. Not at all. You wonder if they're even thinking about times at all, or if they're really just playing cat and mouse with each other.
Yep. And with it being all Hope and Calvin, that certainly adds to
the drama.
The drama there, and you know, maybe one guy's going to go out and be a rabbit and try to pull somebody else with him, or
becomes harder and harder to swim your own race when the stakes get higher and higher, especially in distance events.
Alex with the fastest split there in lane 6, 27.8. Booker and Seidelman sliding up into the 28s.
Alex Pierce, from Holt. Freshman out of Illinois. Coming out, ready to maybe win this race. But Bailey, the defending MIAA champion in this race from last year. And Connor Halberg, the champion from 2022. In lanes 2 and 3 are hanging right with him.
All those splits in the last 50, all 28s.
Top seed Henry Booker transfers from Saginaw Valley this year. He's had a great season with Hope. Really been putting down some good times.
Bailey dropping back down under 28, 27.9 there. We're working our way through the back half of this race and starting to ratchet up just a little bit.
Yeah. Shout out to the counters. They have races tonight too, but they're sitting there cramping so that these guys know where they're at in their race.
Another 27 point there from Bailey. Everybody else 28s.
Bailey's putting the moves on.
Booker slid back there a little bit with a 29.0. Another 27 for Bailey. He's not keeping it under by much, but he's under.
Yep. That's what counts. 29.0 from Seidelman, 29.5 from Booker. And still a close race between the brothers in lane 2 and lane 7, the Halbergs. Ryan and Connor, as we approach the final 50, are separated by 0.6.
Bailey has taken pretty firm control of this race. Calvin swimmers in lane 5 and 7 are trying to work through a bit.
It does look like Bailey Smith, the 5th year from Battle Creek, Michigan, is going to take this one home. 4:35.26. Quite the swim. As Ryan Halberg comes in 3rd after Alex Pierce.
Well, that feels pretty good.
I'm sure it does. It's been a long time coming this year.
Event number 14, the women's 500-yard freestyle.
Bishop Carl in lane 8 there. Snuck in 6th there. 4:40.6. Quite the swim out of him.
Yeah, nearly everyone in that heat dropping time from this morning.
Yeah.
And the B final of the 500 freestyle. 3 Calvin swimmers, 2 Elma swimmers,
And the rest are Hope.
Albion Kizu.
Never mind. Looking at the wrong heat.
7 from Kalamazoo, Sarah Kate Finks. And in lane 8 from Kalamazoo, Ava Williams.
So 3 Calvin swimmers here in this heat, no Hope swimmers. That plays a bit into the overall team battle. When we get to the A finals, Calvin will have 3 more swimmers and Hope will have 4.
About half this field PR this morning. Madeline Mendez, Sir-Kate Finks, Sophia Saffer, Sophia Flores, and Ava Williams. All with PRs this morning.
Rolling through the 150 there. Pretty bunched up yet. Women in the middle of the pool there, hanging on to 32 points. Women on the outside, creeping into the 33s. Two tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths of 50 over the span of the 500 adds up.
A lot of time there. Megan Pankratz starting to pull away just a touch. Over Bryn Kavanaugh.
Bryn, 32.5 there, coming back a bit on Pankratz. 32.7 up in lane 3 as well.
It's always funny in a B final. Outside lanes are ecstatic to be there. Inside lanes are very upset that they're not in the A final. So you got a little broad range of attitudes probably going into this race. Some swimming very free, some really focused on not dropping points for their team after they should have been in the A final.
Bryn with a 31.9 there. Certainly wants to take control of this 500. Just over 100 yards to go. Another 31 point from Kavanaugh. Floros up in lane number 2 for Alma, certainly looking to stay in contact with the Calvin swimmers and maybe even go by 1 or 2.
$50 to go. Kavanaugh with a really disciplined race, letting him get out in front of her when she knew her pace, stuck to it. He's going to take this one home.
Very smartly swum race. Battle for 4th place with Floros in lane number 2, Lincoln lane number 5. Pankratz just able to hold off that charge from Floros from Alma in lane number 2.
Quite the...
Came home 31.8.
Yeah, quite the swim. Think she'll take it out faster next time?
Ladies and gentlemen, this
I don't know, it
is
hurts more.
of the women's 500-yard freestyle.
This will be quite the race as well. 3 Calvin swimmers, 1 from Alma, Megan Neely, and then 4 Hope swimmers. Two-time defending champ Isabella Gable from Calvin University, and freshman from Granville Emma Merkel, also from Calvin. Probably the 2 favorites to win this event, as they came in with the 2 top seeds this morning and definitely cruised this morning as well.
Currently in NC2A D3 swimming, there are 31 sub 5-minute 500 freestylers on the women's side.
Wow.
Last year's invite time was 4:59.17, but with 31 sub 5-minute
Yeah, it's going to be faster
already,
this year.
it's going to be faster.
Top seed Nora Martin from Hope, lane 4. I do think this is anybody's race.
Emma Merkel being a freshman as well, new to the MIAA. We don't know what she does prelims to finals, or certainly only seated 3 seconds behind from this morning's swims.
Yeah. Jennifer Mann from Olivet was 2nd last year. Jess Estabrook was 4th. Ashley Swinja was 3rd. So I think anybody here is capable of taking this one down. You got to swim the race.
Isabella Gable up there, lane number 3, feeling herself a little bit in this first 100. Maybe playing a little bit of rabbit.
Yeah, with winning this event twice in a row already, wonder if she's hoping people know that and see her get out to an early lead and decide that they're going to swim for second.
Yep. And if she can pull Emma Merkel with her, all the better.
All the better. Because Emma will know better than anyone how she stacks up against Isabella.
A number of pace work these two have probably done together over the course of the year.
Over under a lot.
Yep. And I'd probably take the over.
So it is Gable and Merkel leading this race out, with Swinchwood close behind, and then the top seed Nora Martin following it up.
Gable is real light on her legs right now. Nice and long, riding on her side a little bit. Doesn't look like she's putting a ton of effort into it.
Yeah. And then Estabrook and, Natalie Petrera from Hope, the freshman, out of Livonia High School. Still in the race as well.
Swinchwood starting to flex a little bit too, 30.8 there. Starting to work back just a little bit on Merkel. Swinchwood with a lone 30-point split there. Merkel at 31.1, Gable 31.0.
Nora Martin 31.9, kind of falling off there. Hope she can hang in there. Certainly the last 100, some distance was created between the top 3 and the rest of the field.
Absolutely. And these top 3, still anybody's race, just because they're second and a half up, that can go away pretty quickly.
Ashley Swingewood hanging in there tight.
Gable's starting to get on her, Merkel's starting to get on her legs a little bit more.
Yep, Gable looks like she's just cruising right now.
Little bit more kick there from Gable. Last 100.
Wow, Merkel certainly has some stroke weight left in her. Come down to the finish between these two who know each other very well.
Emma Merkel slightly faster there. Swingewood's falling off just a little bit.
Merkel the faster seed at midseason. Gable the 2-time defending champion. They're together at the last 25.
Turn simultaneously. Separated by a lane, breathing away from each other. Just
who knows?
Laying it out there.
It is going to be the freshman, Emma Merkel, 5:02.92, followed by Gable, 5:03.31. Third, fourth, go to Hope with Ashley Swingewood, Nora Martin.
Oh, Streelman just gets touched out by Neely. Battle in lane 7 and 8.
Megan Neely with a PR this morning. Just set a new PR again. Quite the race.
Top 8 finishers for the men's 500-yard freestyle. Please report to the large record board for awards.
We'll get a little break in the action as we head to the men's 500 free awards.
Consolation results from the men's 500-yard freestyle in 16.
Certainly a lot more good racing there.
Justin Beckrow.
Keep it going with the 500s. That was that's really good sprint relays. Next up, we have the men's 2IM after awards here for the 500 frees.
It was quite an odd race this morning in the 200 IM. You have the breaststrokers Christian Denitis and Caleb Gemmen who snuck into the top heat after going 9th and 10th last year. They didn't just sneak in. They are seeded 3rd and 5th respectively. So they're well asserted in the 200 IM lineup now. And some of the 2IMers got left out and now have to defend their spot in the B final. Dallas Fisher being the main one.
Like you said earlier, it's tale of two worlds there usually in the B final. Middle of the pools, probably a little disappointed that they didn't make it in the bigs. Yep. Outside of the pool, they're happy they made it in top 16 and get a second swim.
And get a point for their team.
But
guaranteed point for everyone in this heat, barring a DQ.
Team scores through the 500 freestyle. Olivet in 6th, 54. Albion in 5th, 59. Alma in 4th, 85. K College in 3rd with 92. Calvin University in 2nd with 139. And Hope College in 1st with 188. On the women's side, Olivet in 6th with 56. K College in 5th with 83. Albion in 4th with 85. Alma in third with 101. Hope in second with 166. And Calvin in the lead with 170 points.
Wow.
Knowing that the 50-free leans a little bit more Calvin's way, and on both the men's and women's side, IM leans a little bit more Hope's way.
Yep.
Diving on the women's side in particular leans heavily in Hope's favor. Hope had 5 women make it back in the top 8 on the 3 meter to Calvin's 2. And the 1 meter I was not able to pull up results on, but I believe it was 3 Calvin to 2 Hope in the men's 1 meter.
I think that's correct.
So, needless to say, pretty good battle.
Very good battle on both sides. And both underdogs are in the lead right now.
Congratulations, ladies. Event number 15, the men's
On to the men's 200 IM.
This is your consolation final.
2 Calvin, 1 Hope. 2 Albion, 3 Kazoo. Big battle, lane 4 and 5, Dallas Fisher, Jacob Ziegler, separated by only a half a second after this morning.
Yes.
Anthony Crudell, also from Calvin there, is a couple seconds behind.
Yeah, Dallas is going to take this out. Flying back are his 2 strong suits. He's going to hope to hang on the breaststroke there and then bring it home. Good swim this morning, PR of 2:00.06 out of Jalen Hahn from Albion.
Rob Brownell there in Albion is doing a good job developing his swimmers that choose to come to the middle of the state there to Albion.
It's in there in lane 6. Like the breaststroke leg from Ziegler.
Great hook on the water.
And Crudele. Yeah, 31-7 from Crudele. As it looks like it's going to be Ziegler, Crudele, Fisher. Right now. But lane 7, Andrew Woods coming in. Fighting Dallas there. As it is Jacob Ziegler and Anthony Crudele going 1-2. Dallas picks it up in third with a 2:00.01. 155.1 from Ziegler, 156.0 from Crudele.
That's big for the team battle.
It is.
Calvin getting in front of Dallas there. Not a great swim. I'm sure he's a bit disappointed, but
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your championship
Bummer.
final of the men's 200-yard IM.
I got 99
We have 3 guys here who had PRs this morning. 4 actually. Tim Hayes, a 150.2, very quick PR. He's not the top seed. He's in lane 5. Eric Chimes is the top seed. Senior transfer from Denison, I believe. You have Gemin, Denitis, and Watkins, who all PR'd this morning, 155s, and Frito, Christian, Denitis went a 154. Frito being his nickname.
Two freshmen in this final. Serrani and Watkins, lane 6 and 7.
For the men, 200-yard IM, Mr. Starter.
It's going to be quite the battle here between Eric Chimes and Timothy Hayes. Wouldn't be surprised to see some 49s or 48s. But if Hope could get a guy in there and steal a couple points, it'd be very dramatic. And Caleb Gemmin out there in lane 2. Talented breaststroker. This being his 3rd event, happy to be here in the A final, along with Christian.
Try to stay in touch a little bit through the flying back and get to his breaststroke leg. The evolution of how guys swim the 200 IM has changed so much in the last 8-10 years. It's just a near sprint for all 4 strokes.
It's unbelievable. And I wouldn't be surprised to see some phenomenal breaststroke splits. Tim Hayes was 205 in the 200 in this pool a couple weeks ago. Same for Gemmin. Christian Denias certainly capable. Nick Sirianni capable. 32.0, 31.9 for Chimes and Hayes. 31.8 out of Denias and 31.7 out of Gemmin.
Chimes seems to have the hook and hold on the water there a little bit more. Really powering through the freestyle.
It does look like it's going to be Calvin going 1-2.
Chimes, the senior, certainly swimming like he wants this one.
1:48.89 is a new meet record, beating Julian Iturbe's time from Calvin in 2021 of 1:49.09.
Very nice. Another MIAA record there, 1:48.8. Great swim.
I think the whole pool here is excited about how that race went, because I think everybody in that entire heat swam a really nice race. Connor East moving up from 8th into 5th.
25.8 there on the end from Chimes. That back half was, after a pretty good front half, that back half was dynamite. So Calvin going 1:27 there. Hope going 3:4.56.
Wow.
It's exchanging points. So the lone senior in that field, Eric Chimes, taking it home. Certainly, again, like Bailey, winning the 5 free. Certainly how you'd like to see it draw.
Yes, yes.
In lane 1 from Holland and Aquatic. In lane 2 from Kalamazoo, Liz Munzenman. In lane 3 from Albion.
Women's 200 IM in the water.
In lane 4 from Calvin, Natalie Fisher.
We've got 1 Calvin swimmer, 3 Albion swimmers, 3 Kazoo swimmers, and an Alma swimmer.
In lane 7 from Kalamazoo, Mary Munzenman.
It might be the first race I've ever seen Timothy Hayes swim where he hasn't won it.
Really?
He is quite the swimmer, and that was quite the split there by Chimes.
Certainly, going out with a meet record there for Chimes, and a time that I would like to think has a chance at getting an invite. Right now it'd be right around top 10 in the country.
It'd be crazy if it wasn't an invite.
Last year's invite time was 1:49.4. Currently there's 15 swimmers that have been faster than 1:49.4.
Unbelievable.
Fisher working her way through the breaststroke leg. Leading the way after a pretty good out. Just extending her lead here through the breaststroke.
And Emma Figowich with a PR of 2:30.8 this morning. Quite the swim. Up there in lane 1.
Into the freestyle leg. Natalie, the one of only 2 with a breaststroke split under 40. She just continues to extend her lead. And is going to drop a fairly large amount of time from her morning swim.
Quite the swim, 2:14.22.
2:16 this morning, drops over 2 seconds this evening.
Winning the consolation final of the women's 200-yard IM in lane 4 with a time of 2:14.22.
Nearly everyone in that heat dropped fairly decent amount of time from their morning swim.
This is your championship final of the women's 200-yard IM.
Sometimes first day of morning prelims, evening finals, takes a little bit to figure out routine.
Yeah, get back into the rhythm of racing and being in the mindset of racing for 6 or 7 hours in a day.
2 warm-ups in a day, cooling down before and after swims, all the pieces you need to get right to
The noise and the energy, and just dealing with that the whole day. This is going to be quite the swim here, as you have Sarah Kraus, currently ranked 16th in the country, Greta Gidley, currently ranked 2nd in the country, but still 2nd after her meet record this morning of 2:00.09. So you have 2 ladies that can really set a meet record and really assert themselves as the best in the country here for the time being.
Sarah Kraus, Greta Gidley breaking her MIAA record this morning, going her 2:00.09. 2nd faster than her seed. Top time in the nation right now is a 1:59.48. Of note, there are 5 Hope swimmers in this A final, to 2 Calvin swimmers, and as well as Maddie Smith there from Albion.
Yes, last year in this race, Greta took it down. Sarah Kraus got 2nd. Sarah Kraus is the 2022 champ. Katie Herman got 3rd last year. Maddie Smith 6th. Elise Radowski 7th. So 2 champions in the water right here in this race, battling it out.
Greta throwing down the hammer right away, but it looks so smooth and effortless.
25.4.
Wow.
This swim could be one for the history books.
That was the smoothest women's 25.4 I've seen. That was pretty wild. Fun to watch, fun to see in an MIAA meet.
Hope certainly has a chance to go 1 through 4 here.
This morning, Greta was out in 26.0.
Wow.
Backstroke was a little bit slower this evening.
It's hard in the morning session, though, when you get some open water in front of you, know you're going to make it back. So maybe her back half of this 200 is going to be quite quicker.
34.7 on the breaststroke leg this morning. A little long into the wall there, 35.4, slightly slower there as well. And sometimes it's okay just to race and win.
Yep.
Currently Hope is 1, 2, 3, 4. Maddie Smith hanging on to the 5th spot there. Battle with Korfmacher in lane number 1 from Calvin, and Dylan Horsley in lane number 7 of Hope.
And it does look like the defending champ is going to take it down. 2:00.79 right on her.
Faster, 11/100ths faster than she went this morning. So
new MIAA record.
Faster in the fly, a little bit slower in the back and breast, but faster in the freestyle. Impressive.
But Hope does lock up 1 through 4 there. Put quite the stamp on that meet in that 200 IM.
That was an impressive swim from Greta.
Wow.
Consolation results from the men's 200-yard IM.
Maddie Smith getting in there 5th place. Swim from her as well. And we are on to the 200 IM awards.
Yeah, Maddie Smith set a PR this morning. Was she under 208 this afternoon?
I believe she was.
I think that was another.
I want to say she was 2077. They flipped the board over for the men's results for awards, but I believe she was 077.
No, that's correct. That's back-to-back PRs from her, and quite the meet she's putting together.
In 6th place from Hope, Connor Watkins. In 5th from Hope,
2076.
Yep, so that is another PR.
from Hope, Christian Donatus. In 3rd place from Hope, Nick Serrani.
What about Dylan Horsley? Put down a 210 this morning. That was her best ever. Was she quicker?
She was 211.7.
Okay. So right on it.
In the men's 200-yard IM with a time of 1:48.89 from Calvin Eric Chimes.
Eric Chimes getting ready to climb up on top of the podium. Brand new 200 IM MIAA record holder.
That was quite the swim out of him.
And taking down
Julian Iturbey's time.
Iturbey's IM. That was an impressive 2 IM by Iturbey.
I didn't think that was going to get off the board for a while.
No.
In 14th, Emily Evers. In 13th,
Iturbey still has the 100 free record, 200 free record, 500 free record, but no more on the IM.
Yeah.
And Dan Clyde, 357.1 from 2019. It's quite the swim as well.
That's pretty impressive range by Iturbey there to have the 1, the 2, and the 5 record.
8th place from Calvin, Sophia Kortmacher. In 7th place from Calvin, Elise Brodowski.
Yeah, but all the records here, with the exception of relays and diving, pretty much from 2021 and later. Obviously the backstroke and the breaststroke.
Paul Ellis from KZoo was nutters.
And Josh Boss from Hope
Yes.
as well.
Yeah. He did things in the 1900s that
Nobody's come close to. As much as we try.
Yep.
Yep, you were right on it. 207.6 for Maddie Smith.
Greta Gidley climbing atop the podium. Not a new MIAA record holder, but updated her time a little bit.
Yep.
From this morning. So 50 frees are coming up next for the men. Currently in the country, we have four times under 20.0. Fastest being a 19.86. There's an 8.6, an 8.8, an 8.9, and a 9.5. Add another 5 or 6 of those that are 20.0 something. A lot of fast swimming out there. See if we can add to that tonight.
Yeah, in this event, more than anything can happen.
B final up here. 4 KZoo swimmers. 1 Hope, 1 Calvin, 2 Albion. Jazz Whitney there in lane number 5 has certainly taken it out.
Wow, this
Billy Barr's trying to come back. Billy Barr gets it.
It is Billy Barr. 21-2-1, 21-2-3 from Christian Hoeksma. Sorry for that pop. We heard it too. 21-3 from Jazz Windy.
It's a good race right there. 3 swimmers separated by 13 100ths, as usually happens with a 50 free.
Good to see Billy Barr have a good race there, recovering from rotator cuff surgery, I believe. And he got second in this event last year. He obviously had a little bit of a setback and still able to get 9th.
Absolutely. And throw down a solid time in the
process, yes.
So top seed in the A final, David Bajwa, who was not on Calvin's 2 free relay.
I still can't believe that.
Seated at 20.03 from this morning. See if he can join that group in the country that have the sub 20-point swims. Ben Catton, our number 2 seed, was 20.18 this morning. I believe he was 20.13 leading out Hope's 2 free relay.
It's gonna be quite the showdown between those two. I know it's hard for Ben, being a 50 guy, to see Calvin dominate in this event for the last few years. He's going to do everything in his power to throw one down here and win it.
I had the pleasure of spending some time on Calvin's deck when I was actively coaching with Jim Steen, Kenyan fame, and worked in one of their total performance swim camps. That was a lot of fun. Understood certainly why Kenyan had the run that they had. Being able to talk to Jim Steen, and I think Dan Gelderloos has taken a lot of what Steen did through the years and taken that to heart as well. Certainly shows in the 50 frees with 5 swimmers here.
Sprint.
Yep, 5 swimmers here in the final.
And respect to Brent Reel from Alma sneaking in this heat.
You bet. Bajwa out to a slight lead over Peterson and Catton. That underwater was dynamite.
It was. It does look like
coming down to the
close.
Touch. 20.09.
Wow. 20.09 for Bajwa. 20.2 from Forrest. And 20.3 for Catton.
So similar to the women's 2IM where Hope went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have Calvin here going 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 for Calvin. That's a lot of team points.
That is a lot of team points.
And we'll run right into the 50 frees here for the women. I'll be rooting pretty hard for lane number 4, Grace Ludema, one of my former swimmers.
There you go.
Now at Elma. A little bit of a twitch there, it looked like. Not a great start for Grace.
Emma Hartman from Cincinnati, my hometown, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Shout out Skyline Chili.
Skyline Chili.
Sage getting out there. Elise Bajwa, lane number 2. Elise Bajwa bringing it home 24.24. Great swim there.
So David wins the 50, and then Elise, younger sister, I believe, bringing home 9th in the women's.
Calvin 1-2 there in the B final. Good solid swims there out of the B final.
Yes.
Looking forward to watching this A final. Hannah Fathman, the top seed, also one of my former swimmers. Former state champion for us.
4 for Hope, 3 for Calvin, and then your girl from Albion, Hannah Fathman.
Hannah also very involved in theater at Albion.
It's a tough combo.
She is she's a Renaissance woman. If she can figure out how to do it, she'll do it. Really proud of Hannah and how she's grown in the 3 years since graduating from Hamilton. Continues to impress. Hope she has a good swim here. We saw Bella Turner pop off a good swim there in the 2 free relay.
Same for Lauren Ryle. The breaststroker who can sprint.
Yeah. And don't count out Maggie Farrell, who was 2023 champion here in the 50 freestyle.
Cindy Sunday got second. Hannah Fathman third. Laura Wasiniak, who snuck in, got fourth. Delaney Wesselek, senior from Hope. Lauren Ryle and Bella Turner all snuck into that heat last year. So this is not new territory for them.
Megan Benjelink in lane number 7, swimming in her former home pool here. She was a MLA and Holland Christian swimmer.
It's got to be a good feeling. Wow, dead silence on these 50s at the start.
Hannah out to a good start there. Tempo is real good. See if she hits a wall. Very nice turn there from Hannah. Did a good job getting back underneath the wave coming at her.
And Hannah led this one start to finish.
As expected, Maggie Farrell making a charge there. 22.82 from Hannah Fathman. That's a new MIAA record. That is a swim.
That was a dominant swim. It didn't look like anyone else had a chance in that race.
Currently the second fastest time in the country in Division 3.
Maggie Farrell coming in second, 23.4. Cindy Sunday, 23.4 as well, coming in third.
Had a feeling Maggie Farrell would certainly be more in the race than she was this morning. She did not disappoint there. 22.82 though, that's something to see.
Yeah. Oh my word.
Super proud of Hannah.
In 15th place, Alden Earhart.
We will stay with you here through the awards for the 50 free, and then we'll be taking a break during the men's 1 meter and women's 3 meter diving.
And we'll be back for some relays.
Four meds. Can't fake a 4 med.
Can't fake a 4 med. It might be the most exciting race in the sport.
And in 9th place, Billy Barr. Championship results from the men's 50-yard freestyle. In 8th place from Hope College, Graham Eisenman. In 7th from Alma, Brent Reel. In 6th from Calvin, Corey Campbell. In 5th from Calvin, Julian Caney. In 4th from Calvin, Vlad Mullen. In 3rd place from Hope, Ben Patton. In 2nd place from Calvin, Forrest Peterson. And your champion of the men.
50 freestylers up on the blocks now. David Bajwa bringing the Knight's sword to the top of the podium.
All the Calvin guys with the shirts on, but Bajwa looks like he gets to go up there with his shirt off because he won it.
You betcha.
Consolation results of the women's 50-yard freestyle. In 15th, Danny Reese. In 14th, Lainey Boysonet. In 13th, Olivia Bagwell. In 12th, Grace Ludema. And 11th, Sage Jennings. And in 10th, Anya Hoppe. And in 9th place, Elise Bajwa.
Men exiting the awards podium.
Championship results for the women's 50-yard freestyle. In 8th place from Hope, Delaney Wexler.
Ladies, get ready to take the podium.
Wow. Wow.
From Hope, Bella Turner.
That's crazy.
Hope with the last 4,
From Hope,
Calvin with the next 3, and Albion winning it.
in 5th from Hope, Lauren Ryle.
Does look like the sprinters from Calvin
4th place from Calvin.
doing a really good job this meet.
23.79 out of Lauren Riles, a pretty solid swim. Just off where she was this morning,
Yes,
but for
yes.
a breaststroker,
Oh my word.
From Calvin, Maggie Farrell. And your champion in the women's
I think she is a breaststroker at this point.
time of 22.80.
She came in as a sprinter, but
Hannah Backman.
so maybe a little back to her roots. Hannah Favman getting a hug from head coach Rob Brownell, Albion.
quite the swimming. Good to see someone other than Hope or Calvin win a race.
Couldn't happen to a nicer girl either.
And it looks like everybody's coming down to this end of the pool to cheer on the divers, the men's divers who are about to walk out to do their 6 optional dives. So after this walkout, we're going to take a break and be back for the relays.
Interested in watching the diving, there is a separate feed for the diving finals. So if you're interested in watching the diving finals, men's 1 meter, women's 3 meter, that is on a separate feed on Hope College Athletics YouTube page. Should be listed right near the swimming and diving finals. So titled Day 2 Diving Finals. With that, we're going to go ahead and take a break.
In 6th place, from Hope, Joey Gillinger. In 5th place, from Albion, Jeremy Romero. In 4th place, from Hope, Justin Romero. In 3rd place, from Hope, Ewan Thompson. In 2nd place, from Calvin, Jason Perez. And your champion in the men's 1 meter diving with a final score of 469.80 from Calvin Will Goodpaster. Finalists for the women's 3 meter diving, please report to the award staging area. Finalists for the women's 3 meter diving, please report to the award staging area.
All right, we're back waiting on the start of first heat of the men's 400 medley relay. Just had awards for the men's 1 meter diving, won by Will Goodpaster of Calvin College, former Hamilton diver. Run through the men's team scores a minute. This is through diving, through the men's 1 meter diving. In 6th place, Olivet with 54 points. In 5th place, Albion with 91 points. In 4th place, Alma with a score of 97. In 3rd place, K College with 136. In 2nd place, Calvin with a score of 326. And currently leading the meet, Hope College with a score of 330.
In 3rd place, from Hope, Sophia Barbarzovich.
And we're waiting for
From Hope, Cameron Hamilton.
Okay, women's 3 meter diving scores are now entered.
And your champion in the women's 3 meter diving with a final score of 4.
On the women's side, in 6th place, Olivet with 56. In 5th place, Alma with a score of 113. In 4th place, K College with a score of 114. In 3rd, Albion with a score of 135. In 2nd, Calvin at 291. And in the lead currently, Hope College with a score of 377. And we are just about ready to get the 400 medley relays underway.
Tight relay on the men's side there. 2 free relay. Keeping it close between Hope and Calvin there on the men's side. Women, 2IM really took care of business. That's why they're out to such a big lead.
The winner of the women's 3 meter diving was Abby Copes of Hope, followed by Cam Hamilton of Hope.
Abby Coops, I believe, won that last year as well.
she's good to go back-to-back.
Yep.
Men's 400 medley relays, invite time from last year, 3:17.72. Currently, Calvin is ranked 6th in the country at 3:14.19. Hope is at 26th with a 3:21.44. Those also are their seat times for this meet. Come through the C finals. 52.5 on the way out there for Calvin's D relay.
Wow.
2-2, you know.
Yeah, you wonder how that doesn't make their way on their scoring roster somehow. CJ Gillengarten, lane 5, throwing down a quick breaststroke. Out in 26.69. And Calvin's lane 7, Peter Crudele, 26.59 as well. And Muhammad Abu Jiba, 26.39 from Calvin. So a couple quick times there in the breaststroke.
Onto the fly legs. Butterfly, probably the most underwater dominant stroke these days. If you can't dolphin kick underwater, you're probably not a butterflyer.
If you can't dolphin kick underwater now, you're probably not a swimmer.
Yeah, it's getting close. Had a chance to catch up with Hannah Pfaffman, our 50 free champ, for a little bit there during the diving.
Boy, that was quite the race.
Said she feels like she maybe left a little in the tank for NCs, so we'll see.
Didn't come down all the way?
No, I said, you know, got to have somewhere to go.
Yeah, it's the right mindset to have. Really heads up turn there, very slow turn there from lane 4, Calvin. Sorry, Albion that is. Just looked odd. It looked like he jammed his shoulder or something.
Middle son is actually recovering from torn labrum and rotator cuff surgery from jamming into a wall on third wall of a 100 fly 2 years ago.
Just like that right there.
He did a number.
Dang.
Did a number to it.
That is not good.
Nope. Made it through his junior and senior year of swimming high school and said that's enough. And
That's what I.
got to the point where he needed to have surgery this winter and got it taken care of. And now he's good ways into his physical therapy and feeling like $1 million.
That's good. That's a tough surgery.
The before and after pictures were wild.
All right, here we go. Some points are going to be scored here. Got all 6 conference teams fielding a team here for this 4x1 medley relay. Back, breast, fly, free is the order. Because you can't do a relay start backstroke.
Calvin, 3:24.4 seed time to Hope's 3:26.5.
We got the underwater master class from Corey Campbell here. See if he can't put it together again. Dallas Fisher, Evan Steele, Matthew Brown, Zachary Heike, Fred Kelly, all leading out on the backstroke legs.
Zach Heike's dad is the swim coach over at Milan High School.
Zach Heike out to the early lead. Kazu, quite the swim.
got to watch Zach in his high school career, always a great taper meet swimmer.
Kalamazoo
really Campbell.
Yeah, Kalamazoo really putting together a good meet here, being in the mix in this relay as we move on to the breaststroke leg.
It's a solid 51-6 lead out there from KZoo.
Now we have Daniel Kosala for KZoo, Tim Hayes for Calvin, and Connor Reese for Hope. Looking to hold it down in the breaststroke. Wonder if Hope had to become a little bit thin on this relay to try to win that 2-med relay at the beginning. It's not Connor Reese. It doesn't look like. Looks like it's Christian Hooksma in the water,
Certainly
even though
looks like Hooksma swimming the breaststroke.
Our sheet says Connor Reese, but Hooksma is definitely in the water.
Maybe a last-minute change there from Coach Tabor.
Yeah, and he's holding it down. 25-8 on the way out, 25-4 for Tim Hayes.
Christian also, Holland Christian swimmer, MLA swimmer.
Yeah, and he really put his stroke together recently, and that was a really good leg.
Really good taper meet swimmer as well.
Connor Reese now on the butterfly.
55 point there for Hooksma.
30.01, brought it home quicker than Tim Hayes. And now Connor Reese is in the water on the butterfly leg, swimming against Forrest Peterson, who's no stranger to a 100 butterfly. John McHugh, the freshman from Hope, will face off against Austin Martinson, the senior from Calvin. At the end of this relay, as Forrest really pulls ahead there by a body length or two. Out 21-4, back 25-9.
Nice safe relay pickups there.
Is that a 47-0 from him?
That is a 47 Rolo. Again, on the B relay.
On the B relay.
It's a pretty good couple of B relays there. That 321.0 currently would be 25th in the nation.
Wow. Wow. Not too shabby, 325 as well from Hope. 333.0, KZoo getting in there.
KZoo with that outstanding backstroke lead off there by Zach Heika.
Yeah.
Don't know if his dad Dan is here or if he's home getting ready for Milan's high school conference meet that'll be taking place tomorrow and Friday.
Good swims all around as we prepare for this A final. All of that finishes in 7th and 6th, I'm sorry, 409.8. Good swim from those guys as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your championship final of the men's 400-yard medley relay.
Really getting loud in here as we prepare for the last race on the men's side.
Will Goodpaster stopping by the broadcast table here for some knuckles after his MIAA championship in the 1 meter.
It's quite the series of dives that he displayed
it worked 2.5 to seal it up. That was solid.
Special.
Again, invite time from last year, 3:17.72.
Man, did I hear Graham Eisenman again on the anchor of a relay? I think that's his third relay already of the meet. So he's going to be tired for the rest of the meet.
Yep. Yeah, that's certainly a factor when coaches are trying to figure out relay lineups as well.
And so is Catton, third relay of the meet, it looks like.
In a 4-day meet, those swims start to stack up.
Yeah.
They're still...
So it looks like Hope is sold out to win this one, saying it's their best chance of the relays remaining, potentially.
When you're talking 7 sessions over 4 days,
yeah.
Energy conservation, recovery, what you're doing between sessions, all of that stacks up.
Probably the only two people in the pool that knew that they were going to do that were those two in Tabor.
Yep.
Quite the 50 from Colin Kalkman.
23-1 on the way out.
Charles Platt as well, quite a good swim. Ben Prickrell from KZU as well, hanging in there. We're going to get a preview of the breaststroke tomorrow on Friday as Denitis and Gemin face off in the breaststroke here.
Hope and Calvin lining the pool, getting behind their guys.
Perfect starts from both of them. 48.86 from Hope, Colin Kalkman, 48.9.
48.8, right around the 19th fastest in the country so far, and the 48.9 right behind that.
And only 0.3 off of the men's 100 back record in the MIAA, 48.56 by Paul Ellis. It's one of the oldest records in the book right now, from 2009.
Neck and neck.
Denitis and Gemin.
150.
Wow, this will be fun to watch tomorrow. Both these guys look like they won a race. Racing both myself last year. Denitis the last 2 years. These guys are both fierce competitors.
That was a killer pull-out by Denitis.
Denitis wants this one bad. Catton in the fly. And Julian Cami again, as this will be an intense showdown.
I don't know how many 100 flies I've watched Catton swim. It's been a lot.
It's got to be a ton.
But I always love the way that he hooks the water and then explodes.
He is so smooth throughout his stroke.
Neck and neck through the 250. Great kick out there from Cami.
Yeah, Cami had a really good turn there. Catton's got to be a little bit tired from all the swimming that he's done today.
Absolutely.
So it's going to be the freshman Graham Eisenman against David Bajwa.
Bajwa, our 50 free champ.
Graham got 8th in the 50 free, but was on the end of the relay.
I believe that was either a 45 high or 46 low there from Cami.
Wow.
My math could be off a little bit, but 20.2 on the way out, leaving no doubt.
No. As Calvin looks like they're going to win this race. It's tight for 3/4 of it. Graham's got to be tired.
I believe we're going to see a crushed MIAA record here.
That is hard to believe.
Oh my.
3:13.40 from Calvin. 21-1, 23-1.
Previous MIAA record is 3:14.23.
Almost a whole second. And Bajwa finished that race in 44-2.
3:13.4 currently sits at 4th in the nation. Just 0.2 behind 3rd.
What about Hope's 3:16.7?
3:16.7 sits 13th.
3:28.2 from KZU, quite a good time. 3:32.5 from Albion. 3:36.2 from Olivet. 3:47.1 from Alma. all respectable times.
So that B win and A win there for Calvin in the men's 4 meds is separates some points.
Yep. It looks like they're going to be up by
Should put them up by 6. Yep.
going into the third day of the meet. Up 10 last night, up 6 tonight.
It's a good day of work from both teams.
Yes.
Yeah, Cami 46-3. 46-3 on the fly for Cami, 43-3 for Bajwa on the anchor.
What did you say, 43-3?
43-3.
Wow.
So really the separators there being the fly. Kenton was 47-4 to the 46-3 of Cami, and Eisenman was 45-7 to Bajwa was 43-3.
What did the breaststrokers split?
54-6, still listed as, Unitas there on the A. That's right. We thought it was Hooksma on the B.
Yep.
Yemen was 54-8.
Wow. Wow. That's going to be quite the race to watch tomorrow night as those two battle it out. And I think Tim Hayes is going to be in the mix in that one as well.
Yep.
And the 200 on Saturday.
Yeah, that puts Calvin up 6 in the meet, 384 to Hope's 378. K College 180, Alma 131, Albion 131, and Olivet 88. So a tie there for 4th between Alma and Albion.
And 59-6 there from Avery Bills. That's quite the split for a C relay again.
Yeah.
We keep saying it, but
depth is crazy. As we get into the 4 med relays, on the women's side, Calvin currently sits 13th with her 348.43. Hope sits 19th with her 349.6.
not quite enough for Hope, I don't think, to get in.
Need to go faster today.
Yep. But that 2 free looked like it had a chance.
Definitely going to be some invites coming Hope and Calvin's way. Expect to see Hannah Fathman, 53 for sure, get an invite. Eight frees from Hope should get, Hope and Calvin both should get in.
Definitely. Both were top 10, I believe.
I would imagine Chimes is 148 and the IM makes it.
Yep. I'd hope so.
Yeah, it's not your grandpa's D3 anymore.
No, Set a conference record and you're still on the bubble for getting invited. It's just harder and harder to make it in an individual event.
Especially you start talking the longer races, 4IM, 5 frees have gotten a lot faster.
Yep. And people specialize more and more as well. Tight race between Calvin C, Hope D. Lane 4 and 5 as they come down to the wall. And it will be Calvin C taking it down by 500ths.
4004 from a C relay, pretty solid.
Winning the heat in lane 5 with a time of 4:00.34. 4-3. From Hope, the team of Avery Bills, Maddie Remmenschneider, Madeline McGee, and Maddie O'Donnell.
On to the scoring relays.
Team number 2.
Calvin's B seated at 358.23. Hope at 357.9. Albion 420.5. Kazoo 423.6. And Alma 424.9.
Know all of that relay here as well.
Swimming lane 2 from Alma, the team of Marissa Lujan, Lainey Boysonet, Emma Bigelow, and Anya Jernicki. In lane 3,
Emma Hartman and Sadie Norman not to a quick start.
Alyssa Glazer, Lauren Bailey, and Shalanda Jewell. In lane 4 from Calvin, the team of Sadie Norman, Sophia Korkmacher, Natalie Fisher, and Megan Benjamin.
And Calvin being down quite a bit of points here kind of needs this race to go their way.
Solid 27.8 ounce from both those women.
Lane 6 from Kalamazoo, the team of Jess Dane, Lindsay Munzenberg, Sarah Kate Finks, and Ava Williams. Finalists from the men's 400.
Wow, that's a quick swim.
Relay. Please report to the award stage.
57 highs, 58 lows as Anna Stoley and Sophia Korfmacher have some smooth pullouts.
Putting the hammer down to start this 100 breaststroke. Through in 29.4, that's pretty solid. 32.3 there in lane number 4. Good battle for third with K College, Albion, and Alma all fighting it out. Gap continues to increase between Hope and Calvin.
Swingewood in for the butterfly.
35.2 on the way back after a 29-point out. Oh, fly and die. Never hurt anybody.
Never hurt anybody, especially when you're building your lead. Freshman though, Anna Stoley, first time in this big atmosphere in a relay. Get all excited.
You bet.
Can't blame her for going out.
Talked a little bit about that in the 8 free relays last night, how that sometimes those relays, you just go out a little bit faster than you should, and you pay the price on the back half.
Flip side of that coin is maybe you don't, and you swim best time, and it's worth it.
we always said out fast, back fast.
Yep. You're never going to get your fast time if you leave it in the water and don't get as tired as you possibly can.
Absolutely. About a 6-second lead.
Yeah, Hope really put on a show on this relay. And so is Calvin. It's a quick fly split from Swingewood. Bella Turner in the water now, along with Megan Bengelink. Bengelink.
Holland Christian swimmer. It's been quite a few HC women that have ended up at Calvin. Quite a connection there. Just talked to Coach Gelderloos's daughter-in-law, former HC swimmer, swam club with us. 353.10 that's legit B med.
Yeah. What would that place nationally right now?
40068 there for Calvin. 353.1 would be 34th right now.
Okay. Still some work to do.
classification final of the women's 400-yard medley relay in lane 5 with a time of 3:53.10. From Hope, the team of Emma Hartman, Anna Stoley, Ashley Swingewood, and Bella Turner.
Real solid swim there from the Hope
Ladies and
relay.
gentlemen, this is your championship.
Our final march out for the evening. Women's 4 med, Heat 3, A final. Last march out.
Last swim of the day. It's almost 8 p.m. Place is lively, and it's only going to get crazier tomorrow night as all the recent grads get off of work, start making their way over to Holland Aquatic Center, cheering on their former teammates, former coaches.
See the Calvin team slides down the side of the pool there to kind of create a tunnel for all the athletes coming out behind the blocks on the march out. Helps get the atmosphere going a little more.
It always fired me up a lot more as a Hope swimmer when Calvin did it for me than when Hope did it for me.
I believe that. Calvin seed time 3:48.43. Hope at 3:49.66. Albion at 3:54.3. For Calvin in lane number 4.
Emma Merkel won the 500 free earlier this evening, and Katie Herman got 4th in the 2IM, along with the rest of the Hope swimmers.
500 back double is an interesting one.
First I've heard of it. It's there even.
57.2 to 57.3 on the way out. In the water now. In lane 2 from Elma, Lily Smith. Lane 3 from Albion, Maddie Smith. Lane 4 from Calvin, Elise Bajwa. In lane 5, Lauren Ryle. Back to the breaststroke. Lane 6, K College, Mary Menzenmeyer. And in lane 7 from Olivet, Bridget Schroll.
Quite the pullouts there from Lauren. She's improved on that all year. She gets under quick, efficient.
How hard was it for you when you got to taper time to judge walls? When you're going faster, got a fast suit on, shaved down, all of a sudden you have to...
It's a tough thing to do, but it's one of those things that you work on throughout taper of getting that first 50 of your 200 and your 100 picture perfect so that you know when you're going to hit those walls. Because that's more important than any of the training you're going to do all year round.
You can swim real fast between the walls, but if you mess up on the walls, you give it all back.
Yep.
So Lauren Ryle has some real good walls there, great underwaters.
Greta Gidley in the water, I believe.
Greta Gidley on the fly leg against Maggie Farrell from Calvin in lane 4, Sage Gettings from Albion in lane 3.
2IM champion in lane 5, 500 free runner-up in lane 4.
Olivia Bagwell, K College in lane number 6. Danny Reese from Elma in lane number 2. Jennifer Mann, Olivet in lane number 7.
Jennifer Mann won the last 2 years of 500 free, so lot of distance swimmers here holding down the 4x1 medley relays on the women's side.
Greta Gidley getting her fair share of swims in today too.
Yeah.
Looks like she's locking up just a little bit.
Kind of tired on that last length.
Just over second lead for the anchors, Isabella Gable,
And Delaney
from
Westlock.
Calvin in lane number 4, Delaney Westlock from Hope in lane number 5. Isabella with
tight
a
one.
great first 25.
Yes.
Isabella swam the 500 free earlier tonight. Same long stroke, but she's upped the tempo a great deal.
It's going to come down to a tight finish here between Delaney and Isabella Gable.
See if Westlock has an answer for Delaney's fast out. It is a battle.
Close.
It is a battle.
Very
Heads
close.
down and finish. On the touch.
Wow, and Delaney takes it down with 3:46.11 to out-touch Bella Gable. 3:46.21 by 1/10 of a second. We really had no idea where that was going the entire last 50.
Gable outsplit Westlock, but the lead that the first 3 women gave to Westlock was enough to hold on to the win. That is a good way to end the session.
That was quite the exciting race. One of the closest we've seen the entire meet so far, other than that men's.
It's hard
We've
to
got
pick,
a lot of good races
it's
here.
hard to pick one. They just keep coming.
Tune back in tomorrow, or better yet, come out in person, fill this place up. It'll be loud, it'll be crazy. You should get out here.
Finalists from the men's
We
and
will
women's
stick with you here
400-yard
through
relay. Dry off and make
the
your way
awards
to
for
the
Form
award
Ed.
staging area.
Shut things down a little bit, give you an update on the women's team scores. Probably run through the men's team scores after tonight just one more time.
It's always crazy to me with how dominant Hope was in that B relay to see how close of a race it was in the A relay
Absolutely.
and how the underdog team and